Hello, this is the All Around Natural Beauty RN, and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I am passionate about helping victims overcome the fear of facing the abuse to become survivors. And I'm excited because we have been growing our community over here under the umbrella of Justice for Shanquella Robinson because we're standing firm on that we believe that by getting justice for Shanquella, we're going to leverage that and seek justice for all of the femicides in the past and to prevent and decrease future femicides for us. So I'm just excited because we've been doing that, and recently there's been some movement that we were already expecting. And I'm just excited to see how things are actually coming to fruition. And I'm just excited because even though no one has been arrested yet, the case is unfolding, and we're doing something extremely moving and monumental over here by being a part of this thing. We saw how, it had its little peaks and troughs, ups and downs, and now steam is happening again. We are, moving full forward, full steam ahead. So I'm just excited because everything that we asked for, it's coming. We asked for the real media, or the not local media, but the national media over here in America. We wanted to hear some real news, some good old ABC News, NBC, that's a reputable source, or source that we've grown up on, that we knew. We wanted to know where the news was at, and now they are here and they're giving us, information and keeping the name Shanquella Robinson out there, which is something that we have been coming together as a community to do. And I'm just excited because, like I said, we've had our ups and downs, but somebody somewhere out there has always been continuing seeking this justice for Shanquella Robinson. And I'm just excited that, we still here standing. We are still here standing, and we're doing some big things over here. So I'm just excited. Thank y'all so much for coming by, and hit the like button on your way in here. Like and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the bell notification. Hit the bell notification, and then click all notifications so you'll be notified when I upload another one of my fabulous videos, or when I go live and we interact together and stuff. So I'm just excited. And thank all of y'all who've been putting the comments out there, coming in, checking in, doing your part to keep justice for Shanquella Robinson alive. And for those of you who do not know me, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am a 52-year-old woman, divorced woman, who's the proud mother of 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, 2 XY chromosomes and 1 XX, and also over 30 years of nursing experience. So it makes me a very, very special lady, a Gen Xer who's been trained and groomed to be caring and loving and all that stuff. It's all inside of me. Sugar and spice and everything nice. I'm just excited because, we've grown a lot over here, and, grown together and all that good stuff. And when I go back and look at some of the old videos and see some of the old names and see some of those people still here today, I'm just excited. So today we're going to get started. We're going to talk about I've got some videos, some local stuff, some new stuff recent stuff for the last couple of days, or I think was it Wednesday? Wednesday I came up out here, did live Wednesday, and what did we? Oh, we read the thing. We read the letter to President Biden from Ben Crump and Sue Ann Robinson, the attorneys representing the Robinsons, representing the Robinson family. And they had attached to it Mexico's statement. And we read through that too. It was very long. And we saw, I saw bones in there in Mexico's statement. And I'm just excited because, like I said, over here we do math and science, right? We're about the truth. And like I've said before in a prior video, that the truth does not need explaining. No explanation needed. The truth is the truth is the truth. And it's always the truth. And one of the great things about the truth is that the truth always remains. So if you just be patient and stand on the truth and always fall back on the truth, it's going to be there to open up the doors and shed light and clarity on the lies, right? Because lies are the stories that change after they, you can always dispute it with the truth. So I'm just saying, oh, look at y'all coming in here. Thank y'all so much for coming in here. I want to love up on y'all tonight because I haven't been doing that. So look at here. All right, Julie is coming in with the greetings. Greetings. What I took away from, the letter and the attachments is that this is the story, the crapola story that they're giving to, to the U.S., right? In order to shift the blame on to the Cabo Six, Dejanay in particular. it was really they really pointed and painted the picture like this is the person, and it's just funny. It's comical to me. So I went back and listened to it again. I actually did a VOD on Thursday, I think, yesterday, where there was a video that we get a chance to go over because the letter was long. Like it was almost 2 hours that we had spent on that. So anyway, I did that video and it was a few minutes long, but anyway, it all tied in together. And I'm just excited. I'm super duper excited. What's up, Jamie? Jamie, I'm so happy y'all coming back up in here. Look at me. I'm trying to not mix up this here mic and get my acts of faith for later time over here. So yeah. Let me just get a sip of this here water, then we'll get started. I'm excited because, like I said, now we got the American people here, and we can see that Mexico has been lying to us from the beginning. And so I'm just excited because I see my eyes open, and I'm just grateful that, like I said, one of the good things about being a proud Gen Xer is that Gen X, we was here before the internet, before all of this videos everywhere, right? Before all of this AI, all this stuff was out there, we Gen Xers had to rely on good old-fashioned reading, writing, and arithmetic. So that's where I'm coming from over here. So we do math and science over here. We don't acknowledge delusional thinking. We stick to the facts, and that's what we've been doing over here. And by sticking to the facts, we are able to point out the lies in the stories that's been told to us and stuff like that. So I'm just excited because, going back and reading over the story that Mexico had put out there, I just totally see all of the bones, and I'm able to pick out more of those lies and stuff like that. So Mexico need to stop and quit while they're ahead. And I agree with Sue Ann. We need to continue to put the pressure on them to get this high level diplomatic support. So let's see here. We're going to go on and bless our chat. Bless our chat. So did I finish telling y'all about myself? With over 30 years of nursing experience. The reason why I talk about that is because that's how I got on to talking about this whole Shanquella Robinson case. It was back in November the 23rd, I believe, where I was talking about the case because, it had just came out. It just started showing it on this here internet, and saw those injuries and actually was able to point out, to tie together the injuries to correspond with what's on the death certificate. So we did, start making a lot of videos on that, and all that stuff is there. And I'm just excited because all that work that we did, we put it out there, and those videos are there to continue to dispute and defeat these lies, right? The truth, there's something in all of that. So let's go here. Acts of Faith is something that we started reading along the way. It's a book by Iyanla Vanzant and copywritten 1993. Daily meditation for people of color. Everyone, however, can benefit from this book, not just people of color, but a lot of times in order to, like I said, over here, we're about turning victims into survivors. And one of the ways that we do that is by having moments of speaking. No more moments of silence. No more. No more moments of silence. No more of that. We do moments of speaking over here where we speak out the names of victims and we speak out the names of the survivors and stuff. So we talk a lot about that over here. And a support that we utilize over here is here, Acts of Faith. And, Iyanla Vanzant, some of y'all might know her from Iyanla Fix My Life, but back in the 90s, Iyanla wrote a lot of books. She's a Yoruba priestess, a cultural custodian, a spiritual life counselor, and she was very pivotal in a lot of people's lives, even Oprah Winfrey. Like she, really touched and motivated her to where she started to really put a lot of light on her. Anyway, let's see here. What is this? March 17th. March 17th says, although the face of God is before all people, the fool cannot find it. And that is by the Hasil, translated by Dr. Maluna Karinga. All right. And Iyanla says, the Creator asks very little of you. He asks that you seek the truth and speak it when you find it. He asks that you treat your brother as you would be treated, forgiving what you need to be forgiven of. He asks that you honor your parents, discipline and value your children, trust and honor yourself as an expression of Him. When you look to anyone or anything as your road to God, you are on your way to being lost. Seek ye first the kingdom, and all things shall be added. The kingdom is your heart, free of hate, greed, and lust. To find it, you must surrender your willfulness and listen to the quiet voice within. I am one with God. All right. I am one with God. Yes. All right. So thank y'all so much. I got some OGs over here in the house. What's up, OGs? So today I'm going to be reacting to, is this the video or whatever? All right. So I'm here because I did say on Wednesday that I was going to come back on live and do this here Friday. And so let's see. We're going to be working together here. And I don't remember what I got going here. But I got something going here. Let's see here. Today is, this must be it. Yeah. All right. Our first video. Oh, okay. Yeah, something about a letter to the White House reaction to the letter. All right. So I haven't read it or seen it or whatever it is. We're gonna be watching this together, and y'all saw how it went. Was that Wednesday when we broke down the letter together? I kind of like it. I like having it. All right, here we go. We're gonna share the screen. Wait, I ain't ready to share screen yet. I gotta pull the thing up. All right, how y'all doing today on this here Friday night? Thank y'all for showing up. I'm trying to put together a schedule. This here is going to be from the Law and Crime Network, which I have, really fallen for. They've really done a lot to with content and stuff like that. All right, so let's do this here. Wait, do that. And I'll be skipping over this here. All right, boom. Our first video is titled Shanquella Robinson, Possible Killer Revealed in Letter to POTUS. All right.
Surfaced in the death of Shanquella Robinson, the 25-year-old severely beaten apparently by a friend while on a group trip in Mexico.
How's that sound, y'all?
President Joe Biden
put a 1 in the chat if the sound is okay. If you hear it.
Signed by civil rights attorneys Ben Crump and Sue Ann Robinson identified the woman who killed Shanquella Robinson as 26-year-old Dejanae Jackson. Attached in the letter, a statement.
Y'all hear that? They saying this on the news. And this here news from Law and Crime Network was 11 hours ago. And they said that Dejanae Jackson is the attacker. So for all of y'all that was saying we don't know who in that video doing that, here we got another person saying it was Dejanae Jackson. So we got the right to say that it was Dejanae Jackson in that video. That's what we do over here. We speak out the names of the abusers. Dejanae Jackson.
Statements from resort personnel.
Responsible for the death of Shanquella Robinson. Here we go. Suspect identified.
Cabo Villas provided to Mexican prosecutors.
A little bit low.
One statement, a customer service assistant at the resort recognized Jackson in a viral video showing Robinson's assault in a hotel room. That the assistant apparently worked closely with Jackson during the group's entire stay, as Jackson appears to have booked and organized the trip. After Robinson died, the assistant described most of the group.
Woo! Did y'all hear that? All right, so this kind of a recap of the letter that we read on Wednesday. I'm going to pull it back a little bit. Y'all heard that. They said that Jackson, wait a minute. Yeah, Dejanae Jackson organized this, right? So here we go with our planning, right? So this here is first degree. This is planning, right? She planned it. Let me just keep going.
Group is relaxed and calm. The assistant claims that Jackson also gave a, quote, very indifferent, very cold hug after leaving the area. The assistant said that they heard laughter. It's kind of chilling stuff to hear. But what's also important from the attached statements is an established timeline of events. And here's what we put together. So a statement from an administrator said that the group booked the villa from October 28th to the 31st. According to the customer service assistant, the group had dinner on the night that they arrived. The assistant said that at that dinner, Robinson appeared isolated and out of place. The administrator said that a fight took place between 7 and 8:30 a.m. the next day on October 29th. They figured,
yeah, they stole all this from us. This here is all after all of the information that we put out here. This Mexico ain't said all this stuff prior. This is their response to what has been put out there on this here social media.
Figured out the time from the viral video due to the location of the sun rays on a headboard. Then around 1:50 p.m. that same day, Jackson apparently messaged the assistant asking for the nearest medical service. Now remember, Robinson would be declared dead roughly 4 hours later. That same night, between 9 and 9:30 p.m., Jackson
which is baloney because according to the death certificate, 15 minutes after receiving the injury was the life expectancy. So all of this here is bologna sandwich, dry bologna sandwich.
Asked the assistant for a ride to a restaurant. The group told the driver to drop them off at a hotel near the airport, and they never returned to the villa. Robinson's family believes that Jackson is most likely in the United States, and they're calling on the White House to either prosecute her here or extradite her back to Mexico. So, Terry, the family's letter states that federal murder charges could be brought in this case. What's the rationale for that?
You know, you can sue in federal court for criminal if, in fact, there is a criminal law under federal law, or if there's a constitutional issue. And here, what the attorneys are trying to say is this was international, so that gets you in federal court. And also, they're trying to say that there was international commerce in the fact that the phone went from one place to the other place and there's evidence there. So they're trying to get the case back to the United States. They're trying to get the case in federal court.
And I told y'all that, right? That was our hope and prayer, that we do something here in the good old US of A. Because look at Mexico. Mexico just saying whatever it is to get the heat off of them.
If at all possible. And under the U.S. Code, murder is definitely a statute where you can bring charges against someone if it has those other elements involved. And if, in fact, they decide to extradite everyone and have the case here, they could very well go to federal court and be charged with murder.
Yeah.
Brian, Mexican prosecutors, they released these statements, including the suspect's name, a timeline of the case. So what is the next step in this process?
Well, Jesse, basically the ball is in the Mexican authorities' court, so to speak, because what I'm listening to and what I'm hearing is what's called...
It's over here in this here court, just like Sue Ann said.
Probable cause. It seems like they've connected all of the dots for the U.S. to say, hey, are we going to go forward or not? So either we're going to hear nothing from Joe Biden and from other federal authorities, or we're going to hear that a federal warrant for this person's arrest is going to be issued, and then we start to have the discussion as to whether or not they'll be prosecuted in the U.S. or be extradited to Mexico. But the next possible step is there going to be a warrant? And right now, I don't see why they wouldn't be, whether or not they're going to prosecute abroad or here, but we need to figure out whether or not there's going to be a warrant and whether or not this case is going to move forward, because it seems like there's probable cause enough to go forward here.
I agree. And some really chilling details, as I mentioned.
All right. Oops. All right. Gotta do the thing over here. All right. So I don't know about y'all, but I think Mexico been listening to we YouTubers and this here statement is exactly what we were saying. And then they tried to answer, they tried to put in a lie to respond to when I was pointing out how, fake it was that they, they're trying to prove that they did the CPR. It's impossible that they could have received some burn marks from CPR because the AED, which they didn't have there, is only going to shock a shockable rhythm. You cannot just administer a shock. When you put the pads on there and you analyze if it is asystole, which is no heartbeat, a shock will not be delivered. You can push the button all you want. Nothing's going to happen. You can't just shock people. It's not like on TV when they go, again. It is not like that. It is not like that. So the lie that they tried to say, that they observed the burn marks on the body, which is in order, in line with someone receiving CPR shocks, is baloney. It's baloney. They're trying to prove this lie with statements that aren't true. It's impossible. It's impossible. You cannot shock You can't, it won't shock unless there's a shockable rhythm. It's not a button you put on the person in shock. It's going to analyze. And if it detects a shockable rhythm, it will charge to administer the shock. So that's a lie when they said that she had burn marks, that she's got burn marks on her chest. That's a dry bologna sandwich. Let me see here. My bad. All right, so that's a dry bologna sandwich here. We skip that there. Come on back because there's a few more minutes to this here story. All right, so I'm going to just kind of chat while the commercial played. All right, let's get on back here. Look how they talking, man. Yeah, and this is copy.
Everybody, we want to talk to you right now about an interesting case that we're following as the drama really starts to ramp up in a Wisconsin courtroom. Zachariah Anderson is a...
That was it then. That was it. This here's some talking about some more stuff. I got other videos here. Let me get on back over here. They talking about something else. I don't know these people here. All right, but that was it for the Shanquella. So she got 4 minutes and 13 seconds that they gave to Shanquella. So that's our first video there. But like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I believe that like the whole thing, I should bring it back up to and read it to show y'all those lies up in there. Like one of the statements from one of the witness, the fake autopsy report, which we know that they didn't do one there, right? So they put out attached this autopsy report with all these details and stuff, and then they tried to describe burn marks on the body from CPR, right? When they already said that the attack took place between 7 and 8:30. So we know for sure that there wouldn't have been a shockable rhythm to receive the burn marks from getting shocked from the CPR, right? Because when you're telling lies and you don't know how the truth is right there to, dispute the lie, right? So they weren't counting on the fact that it would have been suspicious had her body came to the morgue dressed with CPR burns underneath the body. That should have been suspicious right there. Like, who dressed the body after CPR? Because in order to do the CPR, the clothing has to be removed. The shirt has to be removed to expose the chest. So that was a lie right there. I think our next one is going to be this White House story. This is a story here with new video. All right, let me just say hey to some people over here. I see y'all over here. What's up, my beauties and beautifuls? How y'all doing? I have missed y'all. I have missed you all. I've missed you all, and I'm just grateful that we back here and we getting some traction here on this here Shanquella Robinson case. What's up, JP6? I'm digging, yo. You got you a face here finally. Hello to all that came in. Hey, JP. Let me see. And Ernie. All right, everybody's talking this justice for Shanquella. Where is my story? All right, so this next one is supposedly says White House shares response. Okay. All right, let's see what this one is talking about. This is supposed to be some little story about the White House. Hip Hop Wire. I'm not sure if this is a reputable source or not. Let me just kind of skim through this. Okay, this here is dated for today, written by Christopher Smith. I don't know Christopher Smith. Hip Hop Wired. I don't know. This may not be a reputable source, y'all. Anybody? Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of Hip Hop Wire. Y'all have heard of these folks here? No. All right, so let's see here. Let me go find something else here. Let me dig in the crates again one One more again. What's that? All right, this here say Yahoo. Okay, so Yahoo, you guys accept Yahoo. Yahoo is an acceptable something. And then what I want to do is play a video from when Mexico first